It would be great to have someone who could do our work for us, right? Someone to prevent us from making mistakes. Someone to assist with our routine professionally and allow us to devote our time to communicating with our closest people. If only we could get results without wasting our time for nothing. Unfortunately, it's impossible in real life. But wait, Liteforex social trading. Spend your time doing what really matters to you.
Hi guys, good evening here in Europe. 15 minutes to go, meaning it's FOMC day today. We are going to cover that event live. The very important thing is that we are at the same time with end of the month flow. So it's gonna be very, very interesting. And as we discussed previously, especially from the dollar index chart perspective, from the higher time frame, from euro dollar chart perspective, from dollar yen chart perspective, it might be very interesting evening. But as usual, before we start, risk warning guys, please bear in mind trading FX on margin, trading crypto on margin carries a high level of risk, may not be suitable for all investors. You can sustain a loss of some or all initial investments, so please do not invest the money that you cannot afford to lose. Seek education, gain experience before risking real money. However, past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Okay. Hi Dixo. Yes, ready for some fireworks. Hopefully we are going to get some. You know, from euro dollar perspective and from dollar index perspective, when we are talking about the dollar bears, actually, they don't need the fireworks. They just need the calm markets towards the end of the month. That's the truth. We are going to discuss this. I'm not gonna react immediately right after the decision. Right? We are going to connect with Michał, our macro specialist, macro guy. We'll see what he's all about in terms of the FOMC. I've got my own theory, so we are going to have a short discussion ahead of the announcement. Then we are going to go through the announcement. Then we are going to connect with Michał again for the short comment ahead of the Powell press conference, but after the statement, right? So the question is not, I think it's not if it's going to be 25 or 50. The question is, in my opinion, the real question is about the statement and about the Powell press conference, how big pressure from the White House administration could be, right? So it's patented. I would like to say let's get ready, but it's patented, so I would like to avoid any kind of the consequences. Anyway, guys, give me a few seconds. I'm about to connect with Michał, so we are going to have some kind of the macro conversation, and then we know about the chart, we know everything, right? By the way, congratulations. If you were participating this afternoon meeting, right? We were discussing USD cut, and we were discussing the bounce, possible bounce from here towards 35, and it did materialize. We hit stops and we had bigger bounce, as well as we discussed shorts euro dollar on the retest of 50. For me, it was not good risk-reward ratio. But anyway, congratulations. If you participated in that meeting, you were testing. So both calls were quite good. Anyway, I'm going to connect with Michał. Please stay with us. Hi, Michał. Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening, good evening. I'm fine, I'm fine. And you? I heard that you're also also happy because of the trade today.
Yeah, all good here. I can see that no shaving ahead of the FOMC.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
okay. So, Michał, all over to you. What's your expectations
I
from the
will,
macro perspective?
yes, I will just say that today I was more about the gold trade and euro pound. At the days like this, I'm trying to avoid those much more volatile pairs like euro dollar or yeah, dollar yen. But
You've
at
got
the
seven
beginning, I will
minutes.
just
You've got 7 minutes.
yes, yes. So maybe I will just briefly say that about other currencies. Today on the Aussie dollar, we saw that the data was good from the Australia and China. So that was the reason Aussie dollar was gaining a little bit strength. Today, from the Japan perspective, of course, everybody is waiting for the Fed, and no one is even trading the negotiations between U.S. Trade Representative and Minister of Commerce of Japan, Toshimitsu. Yeah, so all aside. And about the United Kingdom, we saw that was a little bit strengthening. The pound was strengthening about from against the euro and dollar. And I guess it's like the actions that Boris Johnson is taking to convince everybody on the in the UK to like take his side and understand what he's trying to do. And of course but it's a short term. And the Eurozone, we saw the decline from the GDP, but I think that you also mentioned that before. Okay, so head to the US dollar. About the US dollar, we can say that we are pretty sure that we're gonna receive the rate cut. We do not know how much, but
25.
most, yeah. Most of us are anticipating, but yet we see the dollar is strengthening, right? And we are asking why. Right now, the dollar should be ahead of the rate decision, which is expecting, everybody is expecting that the rates will be cut. So the dollar should be weakening, right?
Michał, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think you just answered your own question. I think that's why I've been thinking whole afternoon. Whole afternoon what is going to happen, because I've been following the same path that we are going to see the cut. Probably Fed will mention that they might be ready for the further cut, and so everybody and his dog is trying to sell the dollar. And you know what? I think we are going to see stronger dollar.
Stronger dollar, yeah. And I read also that it's all about the bonds from the market perspective. The many of the treasury bonds of other countries are like negative
Exactly.
interest yields, but the treasury from the US are 2% right now. And if they it's like the good deal, good bargain. And of course, if they want to buy the foreign investors, if they want to buy the US bonds, they need to do what?
Dollar.
They need to buy dollar. That's right. So that's maybe also the reason why we see stronger dollar. And as you mentioned before, I think that everybody is right now dollar long, right? And they will like take profits after the rate decision. But most important, as you also mentioned a second ago, will be the further outlook, right? For the further rate cut. Some of the economists says that we will see two cuts in this year yet, in September and December.
So two more, you mean?
Please.
You mean two more? So over
yes,
three in total.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying, the economists. But from the previous Fed chairman's speeches, it was more clear that their stance will be to cut the rates right now and look what's gonna happen.
Wait and see mode.
And it's not like the we can say the beginning of the easing, yes, but more like act and wait what's gonna happen. More like act according to the conditions, market conditions. But also about the strength dollar, we can say that the dollar is traded on the market right now. What we see, the Japan, not good data, Eurozone, United Kingdom GDP, the Brexit, the manufacturing data, and the GDP from the Eurozone halved for this quarter, from the second quarter. So yeah, I think it's, I don't know why, but maybe it's the traders look more for a general outlook, not for just for this. How can I say this? For this, yes, for the short term, for the info about the rate cuts, right? So I think it's more all about the macro perspective. We can see that also today the jobs data from the US, right? We are having the better from the expectations. So overall, US economy is
doing well.
yes, it's doing pretty well. But we cannot say that about the other countries, right?
All right, Michał, I'm sorry, as we are running out of the time, I'm going to cut our conversation right here, right now. But something like 8:05, maybe 8:10, I'm going to call you for just brief comment after. So just like 2-3 minutes. All right?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So let's just try to quickly summarize the things. Overall, market is long dollar, right? That's we cannot argue with. There were some expectations about the 50 basis point cut, but market was repricing this stuff. So 25 is a base, and the question is, are we going to start the cycle, or is a 25, maybe 25 September or December, and wait and see mode, right? So bulls need to push at least 30 to 50 ticks higher to close the month above November 2016 opening level. We were discussing this. Good luck, guys. No fireworks as of now. And there you go. That's why I thought I'm gonna to wait and see. I'm like a Fed chairman. Wait and see mode. Dollar gain strength. So that's what I've been talking about. Everyone was expecting weaker dollar, at least not now. There you go. You've got the statement over here, guys. I'm going to put the link into the chat. Of course, we might easily reverse. That's why I'm watching carefully the development right now. So overall, we have this 25 basis point cut and balance sheets drawdown August 1st. There was a 8-2 for Fed funds rate action vote. Those two who dissent in favor of no cut was Rosengren and George. So now, if you been watching probably morning meeting, there was some talks between US and China going on. The US team left earlier, no comments. So watch President Trump Twitter right now, because dollar is going stronger, stocks a little bit weakening right now. Watch for this end of the month pump the stock. All right, dollar is the king right now, approaching the post ECB low. So we remember we have this 1080, 1060, but if we are going to get such a close end of the month, that's gonna be overall dollar bullish. Look at the dollar yen, guys. Of course, we still easily can get the reverse, but are we going to see the reverse? We are below the Monday low, which is right now the supply level. So we are talking about the levels close to 11.15. But it might, the commodity blocks might be the bigger victim here. Market likes this 25 basis point. I'm talking from the dollar bulls perspective. But guys, I've held 3 educational webinars in June, right? And we might see the change of the current move based on some stop hunt, either temporary or permanent. So we do have stop hunt right now. So we took out the post ECB low on euro dollar, and we are approaching 109 dollar yen. Boom! Let me show you one thing, because we are starting to build upper shadow here on dollar yen. It might be Monday high over under, as well as monthly. If you remember, we were discussing this. Bottom of this February range. That's why I'm not in rush yet. I'm not in rush yet. Look at the euro dollar trying to recover. So we took hit stops, and we right now around the Monday low. That's where the supply should be. You know what? If that wouldn't be end of the month flow, I would be in favor of this dollar move. But I love these manipulations happening from time to time. So still carefully watching. You know, I'm not in rush to trade right now. Not in rush yet. There's going to be the time when we have to be in rush. Might not be today, might be tomorrow. We didn't get there yet, but come on. We don't have to go there today. We might see them tomorrow with Bank of England rate decision. And you know what? We are going to cover it live tomorrow. So we might have opportunity on the cable. Let's switch lower, 5 minutes. Let's have a look what we have. Nice lower shadow and trying to hold this Monday low. So it might be this manipulation with stop count finishing the move. But we just 7 minutes past FOMC. So anyway, honor to all dollar bulls. Because we are fighting. We are still fighting to get the higher close. We need, let me show you. Bear with me, please. I'm about to switch to dollar index again. Just for those who were not able to participate earlier and didn't have time to watch our earlier meetings. Guys, there you go, dollar index. Where we are, what we need. That's what I've been talking about. November 2016, opening level. We are talking about 98.35, 98.40. We hit these levels twice this year. There was a rejection in June. What we need? We need the close above. That's what bulls are fighting. Bears just to have to provide the liquidity and keep the prices around current level, try to build upper shadow, try to be within the next 2 hours, try to be below June open, below 97.70. That's where the fight is going on right now. And if you cannot move the market, you don't want to be the front runner. All right, so let's try to connect with Michał again. Let's try to check what is his takeaway. Our macro guy. Stay with us, guys. We need 30 seconds.